Good afternoon, viewers and listeners. This is the Energy Spectrum Show. We are on YouTube and then TikTok. All right, so today we are here with ETD Engineering Company staff, right? They are into solar panel installation. We are here in the Ashanti region. So we are here to interview them and then ask them what they do. We know they are into solar panel installations, but they are here to tell us more about the services they provide outside installing of the solar panels. Do they do any other services? So we are here with technical assistant who is in the person of Enoch. Thank you very much and welcome to the show.
You're welcome.
This is Energy Spectrum. What we do is we talk about anything energy, from fossil fuels to EVs to solar to wind, anything energy at all. So you're welcome to the show. ETD Engineering. Tell us, what is ETD Engineering into?
Thank you once again. This is Enoch Dakwatrineboa. ETD Engineering, we've existed more than 10 years ago, and our main focus is into the installation of solar panels for both the residential and then commercial. I think that's the main thing that we've been doing. Though there are other stuff like purchasing and selling of solar materials, but that one is not actually our main purpose.
Focus. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So are you currently doing a project in Ashanti region?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Currently we are actually doing we are building a 30 kVA system at Akwasi Methodist Hospital, and I think this project started about a week or two ago.
Viewers, if you look behind us, you could see installed solar panels. That is the project they are currently doing at Akwasi Methodist Hospital. Right, so that's where we are currently at right now. All right, tell us, who are your clients? You mentioned residential, industry. Is there any other clients you look out for?
Well, we will say that for now, those that we've served or we normally serve, they are actually the commercial and then residential.
Okay.
And so we've served both schools, hospitals, and automobile facilities, and then the residential facilities as well.
Okay. Okay. All right. So if a prospective customer wants to get in touch with you, or you have a prospective customer in front of you, what are the processes you take the person through before the installation of the solar panels?
Okay. So for instance, if the ETD Engineering is being contacted for a service, when we come, we try to make a survey in the form of getting to know the capacity the client is actually looking for, or the customer wants.
Okay.
Then from there we will compare, we will make an estimate of the, in terms of finance. Then from there, we get to know the strength of the customer.
Okay.
Then we proceed from there.
Okay. This project that you are doing currently at Akwasi Government Methodist Hospital, right? All right. So tell us, what's the capacity? How much power can it generate? And can it serve the whole hospital? Tell us more about it.
All right. Thank you once again. Here, as we said, is Akwasi Methodist Hospital. Now, this proposal, we followed this proposal for more than 3 years ago.
Wow.
It's not easy.
Okay.
And I think it was this very month that that's the month of April that everything went through as we were expecting, and then we started, as I said, last 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Now the idea is that there is a new building over there. I think we will show you.
Okay, we will try and capture that one. Yes.
There is a new building over there where they have their theater, their OPD, their pharmacy, and other units there.
Okay.
That's where we are actually trying to cover in terms of their load.
Okay.
So the system, or what we are seeing right now, is a 30 kVA system.
Okay.
And their load is around this 30 kVA system, like combination for that building.
Okay.
The load over there is 30 kVA.
Okay. But so not for the entire hospital.
No.
Okay.
For the entire. It's a particular block that we are actually serving right now.
Okay. Tell us more about the panels itself. How durable? I mean, the quality of the materials and all that. Tell us more about it.
I would say that when we talk about the brand or the kind of materials being used, there are many manufacturers existing right now, but some have existed long ago.
Okay.
For instance, we have Growat, and we know it's they've existed for a very long time. We have Longi, we have Jason and other stuff.
Okay.
Sun Power too, they are all there. But what we are actually building here now is from Growat.
Okay.
And Growat, they are world known manufacturers and then
of solar panels.
Yes, of solar panels and inverters and batteries as well.
Okay. So okay. All right. Viewers, this is going to have a significant impact on the hospital and then the community itself. This is the hospital. Is it the only hospital in Akwasi? Yeah,
the only hospital, and I think it's from their, what do we call it? Their district. I think this is the main hospital around. So it's actually a known hospital.
Oh, okay.
Well-known hospital.
So it means that it's going to have an impact on the hospital in terms of power rationing, right?
Exactly.
Because the national grid is so choked. There are so many people on the national grid. So at least if this 30 kVA is going to be off the grid for some time, then I'm sure there's going to be more, right?
Sure.
Yes, which will cover the entire hospital. So this is what ETD Engineering is doing to support communities and then the local people in Ghana, Shanti region, and probably they could go beyond Ghana as well.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Okay. I know the Energy Commission is the regulator for solar panel companies and all that, right? Yes, wiring and all that. So, is there any reports you're going to send to Energy Commission for them to capture in their data, right? Because Ghana still, we are hovering around 1% in terms of renewable energy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean solar and wind. Okay. We are not doing much, right? So are you going to send a report to Energy Commission telling them that, look, we have built this 30 kVA at so and so place, right? So they can capture in their data, and then probably when they are sharing their monthly report or quarterly reports, they also include that. Is there any form of report you do?
There is actually. Considering this project, we divided it into 4 phases.
Okay.
Now, the first phase was to get the ground and the foundation and everything to mount the solar panels.
Okay.
Now, when we move there, to the second phase, then to the third phase. Now, at the fourth phase, that's where the registration and other stuffs come in.
Okay.
Yes, and we are going to do that as soon as we are done with everything.
With installation.
Yes,
okay.
We are done with the installation. We are going to do the registration at the Energy Commission side too.
Okay. Do you want any support from the government? And in what terms? Monetary terms, technical assistance, any other terms? Do you want any support from the government?
Yes, we really need that kind of help.
Okay.
You see, many people or many customers or clients, they actually have the desire to actually be on the solar power.
Okay. Yes.
But their strength in terms of finance and other stuff is not there.
Okay.
And purchasing of the solar materials like the panel, the batteries, and the inverters, they are very costly.
Okay.
So sometimes you can go for a checkup, or you can go and talk to a customer.
Yes.
But after your estimate,
yes,
like after you've given the person the estimate, then the person will be like backing off small like that. Unless maybe we try to be like, well, for now, why don't we consider a particular sector? Maybe the lamps, the TV, the television,
Okay.
and other small facilities for now.
Yes, gadgets that they have
Yes,
in the
so
house.
that maybe later on, when the strength comes, when they get enough funds,
Yeah.
then we proceed or we expand the system for them.
Okay.
That's what we've been doing for most customers.
Okay.
So I think in terms of monetary terms, we actually need that kind of help. And
Okay.
also, I believe, I want to believe that there are most people whose knowledge in this renewable energy,
Yeah.
like in terms, yes, like is low.
Okay.
They have little knowledge, or they have no knowledge about
At
it.
all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some even believe that there is no way you can actually use the irradiance from the sun to generate power.
Generate power. Okay.
Because you can speak to a customer.
Yes.
Then the way the person will be responding to you, you could see that he doesn't even trust that it can
work.
We actually built a system for someone.
Okay.
And I think around 4 the system was ready to be used, was actually charged to be
Okay.
used. So we put it on and we were just around observing.
Okay.
Then during I think getting to 6 p.m. in the
There.
evening, where the darkness started showing up,
Yes.
the national grid went off,
Okay.
but the power inside the place was still on.
Yes.
The person didn't know. Then I think the person went out to make a call. Then he realized that everywhere is actually dark.
Okay.
Then he came inside. Was like, "Hey, solar,
All right. So
you could see, like, it
the client was surprised that he has power, he has light,
yes,
but the community doesn't have.
Yeah,
Because the community are relying on the national grid, right, from ECG, right?
Exactly.
And then he has installed solar system in the house.
Sure.
So he was kind of surprised.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. Do you have a fair idea of how much it will cost for maybe 2-bedroom house, a 3-bedroom house, the owner of a 3-bedroom house,
Okay.
trying to get in touch with you to have solar panel installed in his or her house? How much will it cost such a person?
Thank you for that very question. I think we've been meeting this question very often.
Okay.
But what I would say is that normally we do not use the number of people in a room, nor maybe the number of rooms that you are having to
Okay.
check the capacity.
Okay.
We normally use the gadgets.
The gadget that the person has.
The person, yes.
Okay.
Because you can have one room, but the gadget inside maybe will have a very big capacity.
Yes.
So, as I said, when we come to you, normally we will check. Well, maybe your load. We check the number of fans, televisions, fridges, like refrigerators,
Yes.
and lamps and other stuff. We check everything. Then from there we can make an estimate.
Okay.
So that from the estimate, then we proceed like that.
Okay.
And I cannot actually give an amount.
Okay.
But as I said, we ETD Engineering, we always try to find a means to serve our customers.
Okay.
In a sense that you can start small.
Yes.
Then by the time you realize you've actually built a very big capacity system.
Okay. So it means that a prospective client can start with one room and then gradually move to other rooms, depending on the number of rooms that the house has, right? Number of rooms in the house.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So that's fine. How long will it last if I install a solar panel in my house, in my workplace? How long does it last? Is it lifelong? Does it have any time frame? 10 years, 5 years? And then how often do I have to clean the panels to be able to get the power that it was initially?
Thank you very much for this question too. I would say that when it comes to the lasting of these facilities,
yes,
normally it depends on the on each material.
Okay.
For instance, the solar panels that we are seeing, some are having their lifespan to be over 20 years, some over 25 years.
Okay.
And we also have the lifespan for the batteries as well. Some 10 years and some 8 years. That's the list of it.
Okay.
And it depends on how the system was actually built for you. And because for instance, ETD Engineering, normally when we are building a system, we try to like give and like make the system flexible, give space for the system, so that the load will not stress the system up. Because when it happens that way, it can easily like reduce their lifespan. So we try to bring that flexibility in the system as well.
All right. Do you have, or what advice will you give to anybody who is trying to set up solar panel installation system in Ghana, or anybody who is trying to understand the renewable energy sector? Especially for young people, right? Whether students or whoever, right? Do you have any advice for them in the industry? What would you say?
I would say that renewable energy these days, I think they are very, very essential, because the world, we do not want to reach, we want to prevent global warming.
Exactly.
So one way of reducing the carbons and other stuff that is actually affecting
the atmosphere.
The atmosphere is the introduction of this renewable energy. And I think though it is moving, especially in Europe, and it is now gradual here in Africa. So my young colleagues and then friends and brothers, what I would say is that it's a very nice venture to come in. So they need more ideas. We need more like support in any kind. So if you are a student, because we even have some students who actually come, I think, during their vacation period.
So they come and then have an internship with you guys.
Then they will be learning with us, and we'll be showing them some stuff. Me, for instance, I get into this whilst I was in the university. And as time was going on, my interest started building
up.
Then later on I realized that I believe this is the way. And here I am.
All right. That is fine. We've had a very interesting interview. So share your contacts, your details with us. This platform is a global platform. It is Africa inspired, globally connected. Right. So tell us, do you have any contact numbers you would like to share, so that anybody anywhere will contact you guys? And then
you can contact this line at 0243 742507. And when you call this number, you are reaching to ETD Engineering straight. I'm repeating the number again: 0243 742507. You can also call 0541 714494. 0541 714494. And I believe at Google too, when you just search for ETD Engineering, you are going to see a page. Like the page will come, and you are going to see some of our works.
You have other details there.
Details of particulars and other stuff also there.
Viewers, this is Energy Spectrum. The show is Africa inspired, globally connected. If you are an ardent follower of the energy industry, this show is for you. We don't just sit in the office and then analyze the policies and then the data we have. We also come out, and then, like we've come to ETD, for instance, they are doing a project at Akwasi in the Ashanti region in Ghana, right? They've installed a 30 kV solar panel for the Methodist Hospital in Akwasi, right? So we do anything energy, from EVs to renewables to fossil fuels. So this show is for you. Thank you very much. And then reach out to us on YouTube is the Energy Spectrum Show. On TikTok is the energy.spectrum, at energy.spectrum, right? let us know what you are doing at your end. Reach out to us, and then we'll come and show to the world what you are doing to support the energy industry. Thank you very much, and like and follow the page, and then get more content on energy and energy related issues. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Enoch.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you very much for this moment. We would like to meet you once again.
Sure.
In the course of the year, maybe. If you are doing any projects aside this one, let us know, and then we'll be glad to come and show. Thank you very much, and then we'll meet you once again. All right. Okay, so thank you very much, viewers. This is the end of the interview at Akwasi for ETD Engineering and for the Energy Spectrum Show. Thank you very much.